afternoon.
Hey.
Can you show me how you...
I don't know.
Well, I'm not...
You know what I mean?
I understand.
Of course.
I understand. Are you good with the sword?
I'm good with...
That doesn't...
I get it. Let's get...
Huh?
Dude. What the hell is up with this crappy graphics?
What?
Dude, this is like some PS2.
Stop hating, shut up, man. Stop hating.
My name is Henry, and I've heard in the village that you're a renowned strongman, juggler, and moreover, skilled with a weapon. Is that true?
Depends. Why do you ask?
I'm looking for someone to help me.
What's it about?
Well, it's complicated. But the short version is, a few days ago, I barely avoided the gravedigger's shovel. I thought I was done for. That's how badly beaten I was. And now, well, I'm feeling a bit unsure in combat. I'll need to regain my confidence, if you know what I mean.
Aye, that I can do. If what you say is true, I could really help you out, friend. I've been missing a good fight around here.
That'd be great. Thanks.
Well, don't thank me yet. Let's see what you're made of.
We can start right away.
All right. Follow me to the arena.
Should we begin?
Here's a practice. Let's see what you're going to attack. Commit to it. Don't stop after a single strike. Dish out several. Now I'm going to show you a simple technique that builds on that. You'll attack from the right, then left, then right again. Attacks follow one after the other. And you don't even have to break through your opponent's cover.
So right, left, and then right again.
Exactly. You could also do it the other way around. I'll let you have exactly 3 strikes, so you're not wasting effort just flailing around.
I'll get it. Let's do it.
Chain the attacks together. Beautiful. Once more. Beautiful. Aye, you've got the hang of it. Let's try something more difficult. I'll teach you a real technique. You start with a slash from above, then from the right, and when your opponent expects another attack from above, you do a quick sidestep and drag your blade horizontally across his belly.
So I'll start from the top, then from the right, and then...
From the left. Remember, top, right, and finally, left.
All right, let's give it a try.
I'll let you make 3 strikes just like before. No more.
All right?
Why didn't you follow through? Nice, but that's a different technique. No, focus on the direction you're supposed to attack from. Where are you attacking from? Try again. Nice, but you used a different technique. Enough! You're attacking from the wrong direction. Wrong. Again. And this time from the right direction. Where are you attacking from? Try again. You mixed up the directions. Again. You're attacking from the wrong direction. You mixed up the directions. Again. No. Focus on the direction you're supposed to attack from.
Alright.
Where are you attacking from? Try again. You mixed up the directions. Again.
Up.
Enough! You're attacking from the wrong direction.
Okay.
Nice! But you used a different technique. No! Focus on the direction you're supposed to attack from. Enough! You're attacking from the wrong direction. Where are you attacking from? Try again. No. Focus on the direction you're supposed to attack from. You're attacking out of rhythm. Again. You mixed up the directions. Again. Nice, but you used a different technique.
Okay.
No, focus on the direction you're supposed to attack from. Why didn't you follow through? Enough! You're attacking from the wrong direction. Nice, but that's a different technique. Nice, but you used a different technique. Wrong. Focus on your timing. Wrong. You have to make 3 attacks in quick succession. You're chaining your strikes wrong. Chain the attacks together. Beautiful. Once more. Enough. You're attacking from the wrong direction. No. Focus on the direction you're supposed to attack from. That's that, then. You don't even have to use a longsword for this technique. It'll work with any other weapon.
That'll come in handy.
And one more piece of advice. Any attack can start with this or that technique. Look, if I attack from the right, your riposte will come from above. And that's the first step of this technique. Think about it.
What about other techniques?
I'll teach you even more if you want. But it won't be as cheap. And you'll also have to know a thing or two first. If you prove yourself to me, I'll teach you the best technique of all. Meisterhaus. also known as the Master Strike.
How can I prove myself to you so that you'll teach me the Master Strike?
You'll have to defeat me in a sword fight, because this technique only works for swords.
So all I have to do is challenge you?
That's right.
I'll challenge you to a duel then.
Good. Come and join me in the arena.
You look to me a lot like the one Aranka was talking about. The boy was the one to talk to you.
Shall we begin?
Let's be...
Ah! Ah!
Fuck you! Bad luck!
So, do you think I have what it takes?
All right. You deserve to be taught the Master Strike. Here's a training sword so he won't get hurt.
Let's
All
get
right,
to
here we
it.
go.
The pinnacle of swordsmanship are so-called Master Strikes. You can only perform a technique like that with a sword, no matter if it's short or long, or if you're using a shield. What you do need is a blade and a guard that protects your hands. Master Strike is a technique that allows you to counter an opponent's attack with your own. A swordsman that can learn such a technique is undefeatable. Let me show you. Attack me from the right. Now you're in trouble! Now you try. Master Strikes are what elevates the swords above other weapons, and there is no defense against them. You've learned how to parry your opponent's attack with a properly timed block, but this time, you attack instead of blocking. Timing and direction are everything. Hit your opponent at the right time and from the right angle. I'll attack slowly from above. You take up position with your sword below and strike against my attack. But enough talk. Come and try it yourself. Not it. You have to attack me too. No, you need to attack too. Snap out of... All right, let's try it once more. But this time, I'll attack from the side. Now pay attention. If I hold my sword to the left, put yours to the right. If I'm on the right, get ready on the left. Master Strike works only with an opposite strike. Otherwise, it's the same. You strike when I begin my attack. Ready?
Always.
Good. Again. That's the way. You're getting the hang of it. Now let's try it for real. I'll fight you normal, and you have to pay attention to which direction I'm attacking from. Then attack from the opposite side.
I understand. Let's start.
That's not it. You have to attack me too. Not like that. You were supposed to counterattack from the opposite side when I started attacking. That's not it. You have to attack me too. No, you need to attack too. Snap out of it. That's not it. You have to attack me too. That's not it. You have to attack me too. Getting the hang of it. Again, here's a few more tips. If your opponent knows how to perform a Master Strike, don't give them an opportunity to use it. Try not to attack from the opposite side. Now for the most important part. You can use a Master Strike to defend against an opponent's riposte. After a perfect block, your positions are always set. Your opponent knocks your sword to the left, then attacks with a riposte to the right. Until that point, you could only defend yourself with a perfect block. Now you can surprise your opponent with a Master Strike that he hasn't a hope of blocking. Understand?
Why should I use the Master Strike?
If all you do is defend, you're bound to fail sooner or later. That's why it's better to counterattack. Strike the opponent's weapon from the opposite side. You'll block their weapon while hitting them at the same time. That's what the Master Strike is all about. Usually, you'll be aiming at your opponent's weak point. If you don't win the fight then and there, you'll surely at least injure and stun your opponent. If that's the case, don't stop. Keep attacking before your opponent has a chance to recover.
Why should I use a perfect block when I can do a Master Strike?
That depends. Sometimes it's good to exchange a few blocks and counterattacks. Then, unexpectedly finish with a Master Strike. Your opponent can't use a Master Strike if you don't attack from the opposite side. Try changing the position of your blade. Attack unpredictably. If your opponent uses a perfect block and his riposte is headed towards your blade, attack instead of defending, and you might win the fight.
What's better, the Master Strike or combos?
Combos are purely offensive techniques. They're strings of attacks to put your opponent in a position you want. Then you can finish them off with a stronger technique. But even your combo can be interrupted by an opponent's Master Strike. When your combo doesn't work out, your opponent interrupts it with a block and attacks. It doesn't mean the fight's over. Just use a perfect block. Or you can even use a Master Strike.
That's enough for me. That's too...
All right, try do your... Watch the better.
Well,
Now,
I'll do my... Supposing I just...
come by.
Woo. We learned the Master Strike.
Can we practice?
All right.
Should we begin?
Sure.
Thanks.
Same. Remember that trick I showed you?
Sure. Right slash, left slash, then right slash again.
That's right. Or you can do it the other way around. Well, shall we get started?
Let's begin.
You're chaining your strikes wrong. Wrong. Focus on your timing. Chain the attacks together. You mixed up the directions. Again. You're chaining your strikes wrong. Wrong. Again. And this time from the right direction. See? That's the way. Again. Beautiful. Now show me the technique I taught you. Nice, but you used a different technique. This was also a technique, but not the correct one. You mixed up the directions. Again. Nice. Now do it again. No. Focus on the direction you're supposed to attack from. Nice. But that's a different technique. Enough! You're attacking from the wrong direction. Nice, but you used a different technique.
Up.
You mixed up the directions.
Up,
Again.
right, left.
Where are you attacking from? Try again. No. Focus on the direction you're supposed to attack from. Chain the attacks together. Enough! You're attacking from the wrong direction. Where are you attacking from? Try again. I said 3 attacks in a row. Wrong. Again. And this time from the right direction. Enough! You're attacking from the wrong direction. You mixed up the directions. Again. Where are you attacking from? Try again. No. Focus on the direction you're supposed to attack from. Wrong. Again. And this time from the right direction. Nice. But that's a different technique. Chain the attacks together. Nice, but you used a different technique. Wrong. Again. And this time from the right direction. No. Focus on the direction you're supposed to attack from. Nice, but that's a different technique. Nice, but you used a different technique. Where are you attacking from? Try again. You mixed up the directions. Again. Well done. You're good.
You said yourself that
What now?
Let's try some... Let's fight.
Come by another
You silly mutt. Here, mutt.
All right. Yeah. Oh, yes.
Get out of here. Get out of my sight.
Look at him, that gacho.
You should
Aranka
have a light.
disturbed somebody just like him. Go and see the voivod.
You shouldn't be walking around without a light.
The voivod's wife spoke of you. Go there. What a night.
Can I sleep, bro?
Shoo! Get out of my sight! Get out of here! Go! What's up? Jungoshi.
Hmm.
grant you health. Thank you, and a good day to you, friend. My God, these furry mutts. Thank you kindly, and come again, friend.
I heard you could use a...
I could. My last two hands, what are they called?
Henry.
I'm Radovan. You should know Henry. The blacksmithing is...
Yeah? My father was a swordsmith, and not just any. He even forged swords for the nobility.
For the nobility, eh? Well, that kind of experience will come in very handy for me indeed. As it happens, I have to forge a wedding present for young Lord Semine. A fine sword.
So you'll take me on?
Hold your horses. I'll have to try you out first. You could forge me a hunting sword as a test, so I can see if you can make a straight blade. That shouldn't give you much trouble if your father was a swordsmith, should it?
Sure thing. I can get started right away.
Great. Find some iron and get started then.
Iron?
You can't make a sword out of butter, but if you don't have your own stuff, you can get everything from the chest in my forge. Go over to the anvil, and let's get started. Get to... Furnace is cold now. Give it a practice try. Some things, like swords, are too long to fit in the fire. You have to heat it up a bit harder. Try poking it around for a bit. Now get the furnace nice and hot. There's a lever above it. Give it a pull. Work your bellows. Tell the temperature by the color, but you won't be able to tell when it's in the fire. You have to take it out from time to time and take a look. Try it out. See? That's exactly the straw color we want. You've got talent, lad. Now heat up the whole thing. The whole thing is heated up now, so come over to the anvil. Try moving the sword along the anvil so you can get the hang of it. Now take the hammer and try hitting it a few times. See the sparks? That's the sign of a good strike. The more sparks, the better. Also, you can hammer with different degrees of power. A stronger hit will do more, but it'll tire you out faster. Try giving it a few blows, as hard as you can, so I can see how strong you are. That's got a nice ring to it. Of course, if it was all about hitting an anvil with a hammer, any dolt could do it. You've got to hammer the workpiece evenly. One hit next to the other. Very nice. You're doing just fine. But when I say evenly, I mean it. A sword has two sides, like a lot of other things, including myself. Turn it over and continue on the other side. Nice. Now try forging it on both sides. The closer it is to being finished, the more it will take on the shape you want. It'll cool off soon anyway. It's cooled now. You can't do it all in one go. You've got to put it back in the furnace from time to time. Sometimes you've got to go there and back all day. But it's all part of the craft. Now, get back to the forge and heat it all up again, like before. Get a move on. I'd like to get some other things done today. Thing is heated up now, so come over to the anvil. Hear that? Besides the sparks, you can tell a good strike by the sound it makes. Flying nicely. See how it's taking on the right shape? That's how you can tell it's almost finished. Now, I've got a piece of advice for you. Hammer to a rhythm. When I hammer a piece to a beat, the work goes by easy. Sometimes I'll whistle to myself to keep the rhythm going. That's some nice whistling. It's easier to forge to a rhythm, isn't it? Keep on whistling. Hey, there you go. You've got it finished. All that's left is to temper it, and the sword will be done. The rest is just tweaking. No, that's like
Oh, okay. Whoa.
Right. Let's have a look. Well, I won't lie to you. That's pretty botched up.
It's been quite a while since I've stood at a forge.
I can tell. But at least you make an effort. Better than the two numbskulls I had before. I might as well give you a try. But next time, Keep in mind, it's all about making sure every strike does its job. That's why you can't let it get cold, or keep striking the same spot. If you work evenly, each strike falling right next to the last one, you can't go wrong. Got that? Or is there something else you want to ask about?
What good does it do me to whistle while I work?
It makes you work to a rhythm. You won't get tired so quickly, and the iron feels it.
How do I know a good strike from a bad one?
By the sparks that fly up, and by the ring. It rings out with a different sound when you do it right.
What's the right way to heat up the workpiece?
Do it till it turns the color of straw. Ideally, the color should be the same everywhere. If your forging's going to be even, the main thing is, don't work it cold. You just ruin it. But don't overheat it either. As soon as sparks start to fly off it in the furnace, take it out.
Why should I forge evenly?
If you keep hammering the same spot, you'll never finish it. You'll just fuck it up. But jumping from one end to the other ain't a good idea neither. You'd end up working unevenly. The best thing to do is aim each strike next to the one before.
Okay. All right.
How will I know it's finished?
Notice the shape. The closer you are to finishing, the more precise the shape it will have.
Thanks. That's all I need to know.
You can sleep in the chamber by the woodshed. And there's a chest where you can keep your things. And of course, you can use the forge anytime you want. Any questions?
Where can I get materials?
You can buy some essentials from me. But if you want to make a fancy sword with lots of ornamentation, you'll have to look elsewhere. This is just a village, you know. The locals ain't after luxury. They can't afford it neither.
What can I do with the items I've forged?
Well, you could sell them, though you probably won't have much luck around here. But I'll happily buy some of the nicer things from you.
Where exactly is my bed?
At the side of the house. There are 2 doors and a wheelbarrow between them. You go in by the rear door, next to the woodshed, and you can put your things in the chest there. Don't worry, nobody will steal them.
What now?
What do you think? You're not going to be idle. I'll find you some work to do right away. You're pretty good at swords, but what the locals really need is axes and horseshoes. Right. Here are some simple drawings that show what they're both supposed to look like. And some iron. You can get down to it right away.
Just like that? You aren't going to help me?
Sacre, lad. I chose you because you already know a thing or two. I'm not going to look over your shoulder all bloody day. You take care of these smaller jobs. Forge away as long as you're able, and then sell it all. Once you've made some coin and feel like being out in the open again, I'll give you some more interesting work. You want to try me? Haven't you had enough? I'll kill you on the
Mercy!
spot if you don't
I surrender!
Wanted a new horse, did you? You'll pay for that.
Wait, I thought it was my horse.
I don't believe a...
Take me away.
Right then. I'll lock you up.
Hold up, fella. Fine.
Now,
All right.
all right then. You won't avoid. You'll be brand.
All right.
Executioner, carry out the sentence.
Fucking brand hurts like hell. Oh, really fucked up this time.
Don't think I can't see you.
I'm not doing anything. You're doing a great job keeping... Watch.
The Lord be with you.
I'd like to apologize.
That capon of yours is a puff, and you fought like a lion and all.
Yeah,
I could tell. In any case, as far as the two of us...
right.
You could see...
I hope.
I'm sure if you... God be with you.
Why don't you go somewhere else? For good, ideally.
I'd like to...
What do you want?
I'd like to buy...
No way!
I'm still...
Why not? Why don't you forge me another hunting...
Yeah.
Let's see what you... Furnace is cold now. Give it a practice try. Some things, like swords, are too long to fit in the fire. You have to heat it up, but try poking it around for a bit. Now get the furnace nice and hot. There's a lever above it. Give it a pull. Work the bellow. Tell the temperature by the colour. You won't be able to tell when it's in the fire. You have to take it out and take a look. over to the anvil. Try moving the sword along the anvil so you can get the hang of it. Now take the hammer and try hitting it a few times.
Good doggy, good boy.
See the sparks? That's the sign of a good strike. The more sparks, the better. Also, you can hammer with different degrees of power. A stronger hit will do more, but it'll tire you out faster. Try giving it a few blows, as hard as you can, so I can see how strong you are. That's got a nice ring to it. Of course, if it was all about hitting an anvil with a hammer, any dolt could do it. You've got to hammer the workpiece evenly. One hit next to the other. Very nice. You're doing just fine. When I say evenly, I mean it. A sword has two sides, like a lot of other things, including myself. Turn it over and continue on the other side. Nice. Now try forging it on both sides. The closer it is to being finished, the more it will take on the shape. It'll cool off soon anyway. It's cooled now. You can't do it all in one go. You've got to put it back in the furnace from time to time. Sometimes you've got to go there and back all day. But it's all part of the craft. Now, get back to the forge and heat it all up like before. The whole thing is heated up now, so come over to the anvil. Sparks. That's the stuff. The sparks are flying nicely. See how it's taking on the right shape? That's how you can tell it's almost finished. Now, I've got a piece of advice for you. Hammer to a rhythm. When I hammer a piece to a beat, work goes by easier. Sometimes I'll whistle to myself to keep the rhythm going. Keep on whistling. There you go. You've got it finished. All that's left is to temper it, and the sword will be done. The rest is just heating.
You said you have some more interest.
It's about those two idiot hands of mine, Venser and Franzi. They drove off with a cart full of goods towards Semin. And they never came back.
Do you want me to find them?
Just so. But more importantly, I want to know where my cart ended up. And especially the cargo. Go to Semin and find out what the bloody hell happened.
Have you any idea which way they might have gone? I could have a look along the way. Maybe their cart broke down or something.
There's only one road to Semin that can take a cart. It leads from Takov to Troskovitz, and then to the south. But I've got a bad feeling they got up to no good in Semin.
Those two hands of yours, Venser and Franzi, what can you tell me about them?
Can't tell you much. They're wandering laborers. I don't think they wanted to stay here with me for long. But these days, I can use all the help I can get.
Were they suspicious in any way?
No, they worked hard. They ain't no slackers. And I can't say that about everyone.
What was the cart carrying?
Bugger and bollocks. All sorts of stuff. I'd say Lord Semin wants to rearm his garrison with new equipment. There were some hunting swords, bastard swords, crossbow bolts. I also fixed the trigger on young Semin's crossbow. And some kitchen stuff. Sacks of charcoal, all sorts of things. There's a good month's work in that cartload.
All right. I'll get...
Go ahead.
Gladly. I'd like to...
What is this?
And the next morning,
Today's batch turned
get
out
up.
well, eh?
By the weather, do you...
Greetings to you.
I'd like to...
Absolutely.
I wouldn't be able to get up. You do remember the promise...
Can I spend...
Not a chance.
One mass.
We promised that if we can't be together...
What's new around?
You should pay a visit to Old Mouthsome. He could tell you. I'm working on a little... We have this little... And that's all.
Sounds interesting.
Why did you marry that old battle axe anyway? We could have been together in this life too.
You're having problems?
Not just me, my friend. The winter before last, they piled snow in front of everyone's... And last year...
Gracious.
Not yet, no. I'd pay you well.
What exactly?
Don't worry. I won't make you do any shoveling. I'd hate to reveal my plan, only...
All right.
Listen up. Old Olbram, the owner of the biggest plot of land in Zhelyov, has obviously... Now I mean, you, will give his beautiful snow... Simple, right?
Painting a...
Right. First, I don't reckon we'll be able to get any here in the village. But you can try and ask Barton. And after, try ask if you pour it, but watch out.
I have to say...
Oh, and remember...
Right. I'll have a look at...
There'll be... Look out!
What is it you...
I'd like to...
They'll be...
Hmm.
I need some. Did you get tired of? I just happened. I used a concoction that will put the recipe. You're in the tray. Listen up. You take some poppy and thistle. That doesn't.
Hmm.
What do you want here, you scoundrel? paid.
You haven't a chance!
Alright. How did you die, bro?
Now you're gonna die! What? I'm bleeding? I'm all yours. You won't get me! Bad luck. Show what you're made of. Not much for us, fucker. Stop this! I'm not getting myself killed. Sigismund is 1,000 times better than Wenceslas ever was. I hear he settled in Gutenberg, but they can't prize him high enough in the city. Kicks out all the dishonest officials. Got rid of all of them.
Remember when they tried to steal old Grand Pole?
How about you go somewhere else?
Go through that.
Nice bull.
Of course it's all.
Stingy?
Well, so I went to...
Wasn't very...
Look.
You're right, actually.
That would piss... You know what? Give me a few
All right?
Listen up, then. At night, they always take the bull to the byre. But they don't let it out of their... Oberon ordered one of his farmhands, if you manage to get into the house, you can get into...
Take care and good night.
What is it you need?
I'll do this later.
I'll be keeping an eye on you. Look what I have for you.
Man. Just the same.
Don't think I can't see you.
Don't worry. I'm a saint.
You'd better be.
I'm looking for the Takoff blacksmith's car. Have you seen it?
Loads of carts come past here. There's going to be a wedding and they need supplies. Try asking Captain Gnarly. He keeps an eye on supplies. He'll probably be in the courtyard.
Thanks.
And watch yourself when you go into the courtyard.
Why?
We've got some wedding guests from Moravia. They're in pretty high spirits. It's still a while to the wedding.
So I says to him, "No, father, I haven't been fornicating. I've just been loving my neighbour."
Hey! You're right there, laddie.
Oh, you should have seen him. He went as red as a cardinal's hat. Aye. Hey, servant, bring some wine.
Me? No, I'm not a servant.
Oh, I know. Old Sameen is saving supplies for the wedding later. But you didn't need to bother your wee head about that.
Look, I'm not from here.
Oh. I didn't give a fuck what you pray. You speak our language, do you not?
Dude, I'm armored. What are you doing?
Well, Yarko, seems to me this fella doesn't know how to behave toward his betters.
The old man's hired hands are lacking in manners. We'll soon fix that.
Okay.
Didn't expect
Rubbish
that,
beacon
did you?
the
Show the swine!
You fucking Where's his going?
Oh, you wee blasted! The devil's name is fucking going on here.
What do you think's going on, Grandad? I'm teaching your people here how we do things.
Grandad?
Why, Grandad? An old captain like you probably still remember the foot.
Damn.
Oh, I am old. And I remember all sorts of things. Like you. When you were a little nipper running around here bare arse, with a ribbon in your hair, screaming out how you was Princess Sophie. Poor lad, hadn't a moment's peace from his big sisters.
What about that wine?
Who in God's name are you?
Henry. The Takoff blacksmith sent me. Radovan.
Blacksmith, eh? Then you'll have some explaining to do. Come along and never mind that fool Yurko. Young Sameen's getting married, so we has to put up with his kin from Moravia.
We'll be needing a dozen geese. And I must tell Vashek to get 3 pigs ready for slaughter. And the carters will have to be sent to Yetchin to get at least a peck of poppy seed for cakes. And gingerbread spices. Oh, and wine, too. It's almost all gone, what we bought only last week.
Enter!
Sorry to intrude, sir. This is Henry, blacksmith Radovan's hand.
Oh, excellent. Dorothy, leave us now. Just make sure that there's plenty of everything so long as it doesn't cost too much.
But, sir...
Not another word! Leave us! So Radovan sent you alone. Who's going to unload it all? It's a whole cartload.
Yeah, Radovan sent me, sir, but not with the goods. The thing is, he's missing his cart, along with the carter in his hands.
What? But they never came here. Are you telling me they got lost?
Well, I couldn't tell you what happened to them, sir, but it's my job to find them.
There are all sorts of vermin roaming the countryside.
Oh, no
sir.
need to imagine the worst right off, gnarly. Anyway, I need the load from that cart, so saddle up your old nag and we'll ride out, Captain. I could do with a breath of fresh air. I've had it up to the eyeballs with counting geese and pies.
What about Henry here, sir?
Well, what about him?
We could use an extra pair of hands. You know how my shoulder's acting up. Yurko is shit-faced. And your son...
The older has work to do. All right, take Henry with you if you want. Just so long as he doesn't slow us down.
Thank you, sir. So, lad, you going with us? I hope you're happy about it.
Yeah. I'll be glad to help you.
Oh, you reckon we can't manage on our own?
No. That's not how I meant it.
Take it easy, son. I'm only yanking your pizzle. By the way, the fellas at the gate say you came here on foot.
Yeah, I did.
Christ above. And how are you going to ride with us? On the back of my saddle? You're a bit big for that, ain't ya? And I'm a bit too old.
You've got a stud farm here, don't you? Couldn't I borrow one of your horses?
Aye. And then we'd never see hide nor hair of you, nor the animal again. We don't lend horses. But you're in luck. Our groom brought in a grey nag not long ago. Tell him you've got to ride out with us, and he'll give it to you for a decent price.
All right. Thanks.
Well, that should be that. Unless you've got any more questions.
Actually, there is something I'd like to ask about. I'd like to go and see that wedding.
Wouldn't we all, lad? And what would you do there?
Well, I heard Lord von Berghoff will be at the wedding, and I need to speak with him.
Son, I don't know if you're serious or yanking my pizzle. Anyways, you're Radovan's hand, ain't ya? He'll be coming to the wedding. He's making a wedding gift for the groom. Stick with him, and maybe he'll take you with him.
This Yurko and his mates, who are they?
They're Lord Samin's kin. They're fine as long as they don't get too much booze inside them.
Only they're from Moravia, so they're never far from the booze.
But what could I tell you, lad? Each to himself. Besides, they stick with the family when push comes to shove. And you can't say that about everyone.
And you, sir? What is it you do?
Well, son, I wonder if I haven't made a mistake about you. If you haven't figured me out by now, you can't be very bright.
No, I just meant, what exactly is it you do for Lord Semi? And your name isn't exactly very common.
I'm the captain here, and I'm sure I don't have to tell you what a captain does. As for my name, it's a nickname. Lord Samin's grandpa. May he rest in peace. When I joined his service as a young fella, I took my gnarly club with me. Wouldn't use anything else. I was used to it. And more than once helped me to, well, win an argument. I broke many a hard skull with it. And it's still in one piece. We've been together so long, we even share the same name.
You're lucky you didn't turn out to be Captain Knob.
Or Captain Headcracker. You're right.
Where's she going?
We should probably get going.
That we should. Come back in the if you want.
Somebody gave you a good working over. Are you all right?
This? It's nothing. But thanks for asking.
Where can I sleep at, man? Finally. The brand's almost gone.
What do you want? Speak up.
I'd like to...
There'll be none of that.
Dude.
Would you happen to have a...
Well, but by the looks of you, you must be talking... But all she's good for that old bit. I was already... He said he...
Grey. That's where we were at. That's my horse.
What do you mean you... I bought it... I admit. It was but that horse. So it belonged...
Look. You know they attacked an entourage.
I heard about...
And the one who sold it to you...
Well...
So it's not entirely...
Maybe not impossible.
Aye, but just a few grosh. Wouldn't you rather be in the good...
Go and get her there. If she remembers...
Yeah. Oh, yes. Got my horse back.
Serve you well.
Whew. You ready?
Are you trying to run me over, you idiot? Look out!
What do you want? I'm ready to...
All right. Stay close to us and don't go wandering off.
Got my horse back.
As you say, sir.
If they drove out of Tarkov and headed towards us, they had to pass through Troskovitz.
Right, sir. You keep up with us, son. Troskovitz ain't far, but it seems there's fellas vanishing on the way.
Very good, Captain.
What do you think about it, Captain?
I know you told me not to jump to any conclusions, sir, but I can't help myself. Someone's running rampant around here, sir.
I know who's running rampant. Yurko in the cellar. We're out of wine again. I knew this wedding wouldn't be cheap, but I'm bleeding like a stuck pig. And the bailiff, the bride's father, you'd get more blood out of a stone than coin out of him. And then he behaves like I shit golden eggs just because I'm a noble. Even though he's got more coin than me.
Such are the times, sir. But that Yurko, he's...
You know how those Moravians are. It's in his blood.
Aye, I know it. But they're getting too much to handle. Him and his cronies. They started on young Henry, soon as he set foot on the courtyard.
What? Is that true, Henry?
With all due respect, sir, I wouldn't want to offend your relatives.
Don't worry, they're my wife's relatives. I see what you're getting at. So how did this little brawl of yours end up?
I'll say it for you. Henry got his arse kicked. You know Yurka's as strong as an ox.
And why wouldn't he be, with all he eats and drinks? But what can we do with you, Henry, if even a drunken Moravian brawler can beat you? We could get into all sorts of tricky situations along the way.
That's true, Henry. But there's something we can do about that. I think Lord Sameen here could teach you a thing or two.
Yeah, why not? What do you say, youngster? Fancy a bit of training?
It would be an honor, sir.
Excellent. Not afraid, eh? That's what I like to see. There's an abandoned pen along the path a bit. We'll stop off there and see what you're made of.
All right, sir. If you'll excuse me, I'll explain some things to the youngster here first. Wouldn't want no accidents happening.
So, we're here. Gnarly, tell the youngster here what's what.
It's my dog. Okay.
All right, son. You're going to fight Lord Sameen. It'll be an honorable fight, so you better act accordingly. Hold on, Mo. I'll give you some gear for it.
What weapon will you give me?
What would you like?
I believe the quill...
Is that so? Next time you meet a fella on the road who wants to rob...
What I meant...
What do I care? You can have my cudgel.
Thank you.
Save the...
So, young'un, are you ready?
All right. Let's do it.
Oh, no you don't. Fucking hell! Oh, that's a lot of blood. This should stop.
Get over here, you warrior. Come here, son. What do you say, son?
You really gave me the runaround.
I'm no spring chicken, but I'm as spry as ever.
God's truth, sir. You didn't disgrace yourself, but I can see the young un has spirit. Anyways, you can keep that old junk, Henry. Even my cudgel. But take care of the old fella. He might be just a piece of wood, but he saved my arse more than once.
I will, Captain.
And since you won, I've got something else for you as well. My shield.
Okay.
Isn't that a bit too much, Gnarly?
Sir, my left shoulder's fucked anyway. I can't carry no shield.
True enough.
Thank you.
God damn it. Ooh. Hey, you. Alright. What happens if I send him home? Come on, doggy.
I call it the art of not getting skewered as soon as you step foot outside the village. But do come. We've got a nice arena in Samin. It ain't no abandoned pig pen.
You can't always choose your battleground, Gnarly. Whether it's a pig pen or an arena in Karlstein. It's the performance that counts. And while we're on the subject, where are you from, lad? It's clear you're not from Trotsky.
I'm from Silver Skalitz, sir.
Aha! Now I understand why you're here. You're not the first one to flee here from the war.
I don't flee from a fight, sir. I have work here, and a lot of scores to settle.
You want to get revenge for what happened back home? That usually doesn't end well. You'd be better advised to find yourself a well-built girl, build a cottage, and visit the church and the tavern in turn. There's no helping the dead anyway.
That's nice advice, sir. Only women will tie you down, lad. Better to go and see a bit of the world. You're doing the right thing.
Oh, whoa. I'm trying to.
God bless.
Good to see you.
Oh, shit.
We're in Troskowitz. What now, sir? Should I go to the bailiff and ask if he might have seen someone?
Well, that makes sense. But the young fella here should do it. If the bailiff sees you, he'll guess I'm in the village and come and bother me. And I'm really not in the mood today for any bombardment of complaints.
I understand, sir. All right, Henry. Run along to the rat house and inquire about that wagon.
And Henry, not a word about me. Are we clear?
As you wish, sir.
You have a kind master, eh, much?
Master Bailiff, can I ask you about something?
Ask away, by all means. Wait now, aren't you that lad who's helping Radovan in the forge?
Yeah, that's me.
I heard his hired hands went missing.
Yeah, that's exactly why I'm here.
Ah, I was thinking they were driving awful fast with that cart.
You saw them?
I did, a few days back. They raced through the village in the early evening so fast, they were dropping sacks of charcoal.
Where were they headed?
Towards the east, to Apollonia on the road to Yichin. You're looking for them?
I am indeed.
I'm glad to hear it. I heard there were goods for Semin on that cart, and I can do without that kind of trouble now. On account of the wedding, you know?
It seems you have a lot of concerns with that wedding, Master Bailiff.
Of course I do. I'm the father of the bride, after all. Although not everyone sees eye to eye with me. Lord Semin would be happier if I paid all the bills and left all the decisions up to him. Who's invited, what they'll be to eat and drink, entertainment, everything. It's not like I have a burning desire to deal with it. But if I'm going to pay for it...
I understand. But isn't it just that the Groom's family is more concerned about these things?
That's not it. I'll tell you what it is. It's because Lord Semin is a noble and I'm just a commoner. Only I've got coin. While he's trying to keep the wolf from the door in that piddling estate of his.
I can tell when she left. I can tell when my lady left. She was pregnant with my grandchild.
You're right, Master Bailiff. Don't worry, though. People will find out you spared no expense for your daughter's wedding.
Let's hope. More like that old miser will go around saying the opposite and put me to shame.
I don't think Lord Semin would do that. Do you know anything about Radovan's hired hands?
Only what I've told you. But to tell you the truth, I wouldn't mind if they never turned up again.
Why's that?
Well, they might look like butter wouldn't melt in their mouths, and Radovan praises them, but I know people. That pair have mischief in their eyes. I can tell.
That'll be all. Thanks.
What do you want? But make it quick.
I'll have a look.
No, wait!
Okay. Oh.
You can't be here.
Easy now. I surrender.
You can't say you'll pay a...
All right.
Now show me...
All right.
Well, this is all right, but I don't...
Well then, young man, how did it go?
I didn't say a word about you, sir.
There's a good lad. And what about the cart?
They were spotted here, sir. Going to the east, towards Apollonia.
So to Yitchin? The bastards. And what about my goods?
Well, they were driving so fast, it was falling off the cart.
The thieving scum. Let's hurry. To Yitchin.
Sir, I can send a message to the Yitchin captain of the guard.
Oh, it'll take too long. We'll go and get them ourselves.
Won't you be missing preparations for the wedding at home, sir?
I will. Praise the Lord Jesus Christ. If I have to choose between riding the and listening to Dorothy's endless...
Dude, move.
Where the hell have you been? Let's go.
Won't you be missing preparations for the wedding at home, sir?
What is this huge praise the Lord Jesus Christ? If I have to choose between riding the and listening to Dorothy's endless fussing, I'll take Yitchin any time. Besides, there's a nice inn along the way, the Three Cats. We can spend the night there.
I remember that place, but I'm not sure, sir, if they'll let the two of us set foot inside the door.
Oh.
You stop that shit.
Gnarly, that was 15 summers ago. God knows if the place is even still standing.
True. Still, we'd better keep our eyes peeled. They might not have gone to Yitchin. They could have turned off somewhere. Or something could have happened. They might have been ambushed, maybe.
Will you give over with that? I'll bet my brains they weren't ambushed. More likely we'll find them boozing at the Three Cats.
That'd surely be the best outcome, if that old dive is still standing. Let's go, then. So, St. Anthony, which way now?
While you're praying to the patron saint of lost things, go and have a look along the road, Gnarly. And you, Henry, have a look to the left.
All right, sir. But don't forget, my eyesight ain't what it used to be.
Well, that's what we have the youngster for, isn't it? Off you go.
I'll be keeping my eye on you.
Did you see a cart drive through here by any chance?
All the time, friend, from Troskovich to Yitchin and back. Sometimes even a slow cart with a dead body.
I'm looking for a cart loaded with goods from the blacksmith. Probably moving fast.
Now that you mention it, I do recall something of the like. They even dropped a sack of charcoal. When you go out of the cemetery onto the road, you should see it right there on the right-hand side.
Oh well.
Track.
What?
Aye, come here. Look what I have for you.
Mm. Mm. Wait, what I'm doing here?
You'll have the car back in no time.
I just hope we find the horse.
We ain't ever had such a spectacle in these parts.
You might get to see it soon enough. The lords in this country have all gone to the dogs. Every lowborn with a bit of coin builds a house in Kuttenberg while we live in squalor. Why do you reckon that is, lad?
That's a tough question, sir. But nothing happens on God's green earth without his will. If that's the way God wants it, there's nothing you can do.
None of this would be happening if we had a king. And I mean a real one. Not Wenceslas or Sigismund. Oh, anywhere that's not ruled by a strong hand, all sorts of things go wrong.
Especially when you've got Moravian relatives eating you out of house and home.
Okay. I'm pulling on you.
Oh, hold up. This is strange. I don't see any cart tracks. What do you reckon, Gnarly?
I'm blind as a mole, sir. But it's all peculiar right enough. Where the hell could that cart have vanished to?
Well, that's just it. They had nowhere to turn off.
I'll look up the road a bit. And you, Henry, have a look back along the road. Maybe it fell in a ditch somewhere. Who knows?
Very well, sir.
The Lord sees you.
Good doggy, good boy.
blacksmith's cart. And someone went to a hell of a lot of trouble to hide it from the road.
Hey! I found the blacksmith's cart! Come here!
Well, now, here we have it. Blacksmith's cart.
Someone went to a lot of trouble to hide it from the road.
Of course, the goods are gone. The bastards hauled it off to the rocks. That's clear. Well, we can't let them get away with it. We'll carry on, but on foot. My old young milker would only break a leg there. And keep a sharp lookout. Something stinks here.
I told you. They got ambushed by them bastards that's on the rampage around here, sir.
Oh. Be quiet. Still can't be sure of it.
Sorry, sir.
I spent a lot of time running around here. Oh, not me. This place always makes me skip. Gone through. I ain't gonna.
The whole of Samaria's out looking for me.
See, at least you came here as a kid. It still gives me the creeps here.
Why is that, sir? It's just some rocks, ain't it?
You'd sing a different tune if you'd had the rope maker's wife as a nanny when you were little. Now, she had some tales about this place. Headless horsemen, goblins, and white ladies. Every night, we'd gather by the hearth. The old woman would sit in her spinning wheel telling stories. There isn't much, I'm afraid, when that blind old crone was croaking her tales of devils and holes to hell, with the fire crackling and the wind whistling outside the windows, and the whirring of the spinning wheel. Oh,
Listen.
yeah, I hear it.
There's somebody there. Sure enough.
Let's get closer.
I'm trying to tell a story for a muse, not this pose at the edge of Have you forgotten I was ordained, you ignoramus?
What do we do now? I heard more than two voices.
I used to clamber around here as a young lad. The girls from Slattico used to come make a fire here and jump over it. And so's their underwear wouldn't catch fire. Sometimes they'd take it off.
That's nice, Gnarly, but I don't think it's scantily clad maidens we'll be running into here. So what's that got to do with anything?
Well, there's a nice view into the gorge from up there. We only have to go back a bit, and we can get up there nicely.
Right. Henry, what are you waiting for? This is just the kind of thing we took you along for.
Sure, sir. With a bit of luck, there might be some girls there, too.
I could do without girls with voices like that. Now get going.
And Jules' name is really Soapy. For a wench, he's got a miserable pair of tits on him.
Those definitely aren't the blacksmith's hands.
You don't say. You really saw that? I'm not kidding. Honza, tell him I'm not having him on. You saw it too.
True. He ain't yanking your pizzle. I saw it with my own two eyes. She had one different than the other.
All right. But that ain't normal.
Huh? Ah, I'll get you. Are you yanking my pistol?
I'll beat you. I'm waiting for you.
You're going to fight with us?
You should have fucking stayed out of it.
Bang on the head!
Hey, Henry, get over here. Stop dawdling. What's the hold up, damn it?
Hey.
Stop dawdling. Hey, Henry, get over here. Stop dawdling.
This guy took it out of me, and no mistake.
And it ain't over yet, sir. Your goods ain't here. And none of them bastards look like the blacksmith's hands. Right, Henry?
Well, we can't ask them now.
Oh, well. That's how it goes sometimes.
But I don't think it was that.
Me neither. But right past that peak is another good camping spot.
You think this was a patrol?
It makes sense. But I don't want to go assuming the worst. We might have just run into them bandits by chance.
Yeah, well, you were right, as always. Let's go, then. Are you ready, Henry?
Shouldn't we send...
Who would we send for?
Don't worry, lad.
I am...
I thought we had everything clear, Venser. You tried to fuck with me. So until we ride out, you're gonna stick right there and keep your mouth shut.
We did everything you asked. We got the blacksmith cart and the goods.
Horseshit. You tried to fuck me. That bastard cousin of yours owned up to it.
It was his idea. I wanted nothing to do with it.
Makes no difference to me, Venser. You vouched for the crooked fucker. So now, it's on you. Actually, you could consider yourself lucky. If you hadn't saved my ass that time in Colleen, I'd have goat ear skin you alive.
Bastards. You can't trust anyone in these parts. Get ready, Gnarly. We are going to parley.
Like that time with the Shawnee, sir?
Yes, exactly.
Only there was more of us that time, and less of them.
Oh, don't worry, there won't be a problem. They're just common thieves. Besides, I'll take young Henry with me.
What, me?
And if they're still feeling brave, you get to try out that new plaything of yours.
Gentlemen, I'm obliged to you for looking after my goods. But I'll take them back now. Just hand them over, and I'll let you go.
Oh, you must be from Samin, sir. Of course you can have everything back. As long as you ask nicely, eh? Well, how about we do things differently? You lay down your weapons, and we can all have a nice little chat. I mean, I don't intend to go murdering local lords. I just want your coin.
That's very noble of you, sir.
What are you gaping at? At them!
At them, you horse! At them, men! Come on, fuck that! I'll beat you to a bloody pulp, fucker! Fuck you!
They got what they deserved, the fuckers. Henry! Hey, Henry! Are you listening?
Quiet.
Come
We'll
here!
decide what to do with you later. What about your family? So they won't pay half a groschen for
Henry,
it, eh?
do you
So,
hear?
tell me why I shouldn't hang you from the nearest tree, huh?
You can't just lynch me.
Hey, Henry!
The law?
I can't see any law here. But I can see lots of crows that will enjoy...
What now?
One of them bastards fell into the rocks. Chase him down and bring him back.
I'll go with...
Great.
I never expected you to let your son know.
Everything!
I've got you now, Fencer.
Well, why the fuck would I? Besides, if I...
Can't you think of any other...
Well,
why would I?
Maybe for...
Now keep your damn... Who knows what they'll do to you?
For robbing Semi.
If I were in your...
How would you know? Although...
Well, come what...
Sure, and I don't have to be the...
One-on-one. Yeah, even if the noose is wet.
Fuck. All right.
I might.
Promise me.
I won't promise you anything. Now, come on. I've got a prisoner for you, sir.
Excellent. It all worked out quite well in the end. Gnarly will take care of this scum.
What about Gules?
He caught a few good hits, but he's alive. We'll take him with us. I need to have a strong word with him. You did a good job, youngster. You've got heart. And so you don't say I had you clambering these rocks for nothing, here's something for you.
Thank you, sir.
Don't thank me, you deserved it. And now, let's get that accursed cart back to Sameen. Want a ride? We'll go via Troskovitz. We can drop you off there, and you won't have far to Tarkov. You ought to report back to Radovan as soon as possible about what happened with his hands.
A ride would be great.
Wait until you're my age. Well, let's get going.
I didn't do nothing wrong, I swear. It's all Vence's fault. It was him who said we'll sell the car to Gills.
It weren't like that at all. We shook on it. But on the way, you had the idea we'd keep it.
Hmm. Hmm. Hmm.
Whoa, whoa.
What?
Piss off!
Man, this is my bed.
Oh, you hungry beast.
Here, mutt.
Nigga, how you gonna kick me out of my own bed? Oh.
When's the last time I ate something? So, job done. The cart was found and driven to Lord Samin's courtyard.
Whew. That's a relief. And what happened to that pair of idiots?
It turned out they tried to rob you.
Oh. They did they?
Aye. They plotted with some robber baron called Gules and brought the cart to him.
The bastards. I should have realized they were a bit too keen on work. And how did you get the cart back?
Well, I went to Samin, and they were wondering there too where the wagon got to. So we rode out to look for it. Me, Lord Samin, and his captain, Gnarly.
Well, God's nails. And the three of you tracked them down? The whole band?
That's right. They were hiding in Apollonia, along with the carts and the goods.
Indeed. Where else? The bastards. And what about my hands?
I'm not sure. Lord Samin took them and Gules to his courtyard. We'll see how he deals with them.
I know what to do with them.
Don't worry. I don't think Lord Samin will let them off lightly.
Anyway, the main thing is the cart turned up. I'd be in a right mess if it didn't.
No doubt.
And you've earned a reward for your trouble. I've got just the thing for you. Some mercenary once had his cuirass repaired here, but never came back for it. Who knows what happened to him? So now it's yours. It's been through a bit, but it'll still serve for a while.
Thanks. It'll come in handy. And have you got another job for me?
Young Lord Semin's wedding is coming up, and it's got my head spinning. Look, you must have seen Agnes, the bailiff's daughter, when you were in Truskovitz. What do you think of her?
Well, young Semin is marrying her, isn't he? Why would I have my eye on her?
Don't pretend. A statue of a saint would have his eye on her. Looks ain't everything, though. She's got such a sharp tongue on her. I almost feel sorry for young Semin. And how about you, lad? Have you got some lass waiting in Sasau?
Yeah. And I hope she'll wait. Her name's Teresa. Her uncle owns a mill on the river in Ratai.
A girl from the mill? You want to watch out for them types. You might get caught up in devilry, lad. A wedding's a serious business. You're not just getting a bride, but a whole family. So you have to show them you're a man who's worth it.
He's right.
All the more
You're
so
getting a whole fucking
when you're
family.
noble born. Old Semin wants a special sword forged for his son's wedding present.
Excellent. So what are we waiting for? Should we get to work?
Hold your horses. It can't be any old steel. This has to be a first-class job.
A blade of first-class steel?
That's right. And that's just the problem.
Ah, I see. We don't have any welded steel for that kind of sword, do we?
God's nails. You really know your stuff, youngster. And you're right. We don't have the steel for a strong sword that won't break.
I'd like to know where you're going to get your hands on some welded steel.
Relax, lad. I've got it all figured out, as it happens. There's this old hermit called Ambrose, living in Apollonia.
And he can pray for us?
God's nails, let me finish talking. The word is, he was fighting heathens years ago in faraway Andalusia, and folks say they saw this interesting broken sword in his
Africa.
house. From the description, it seems our peculiar hermit has a real Toledo blade.
Welded Spanish steel? There's nothing better for a sword.
See now? You stand. But there's a catch.
Naturally.
They say that Ambrose the Hermit has changed a lot recently. People from far and wide used to go to him for remedies and blessings. But now he won't see no one. I even heard he made a pact with the devil. And there have been other strange goings-on.
With the devil? Why would the hermit make a pact with the devil?
No idea. It might just be old wives' tales.
What strange goings-on?
I heard something in the tavern about some apparition. But that's all I know.
Where can I find the hermit?
Do I look like someone who goes to a hermit for advice? I know he has a hut somewhere in Apollonia. But you'll have to ask the Truskovitz womenfolk if you want to know more.
Right. I'll try to find out more about the hermit's sword. In return, you'll get me invited to Semin's wedding.
If it means so much to you, why not? Go and see Betty from the Truskovitz Tavern. She knows all the gossip. She'll definitely tell you about the hermit. But Henry, if there's any truth in that pact with the devil, don't get caught up in it. The best sword in the world isn't worth eternal damnation.
There's a couple more.
Ask her what?
Thanks. I'd like...
What do you want?
What are you doing here?
no business here. I never want to see you here again without permission.
what? Somebody did him in and chucked him into the water. But the river there has a powerful current. The dead man had been floating down the river.
Greetings.
God bless.
Good day to you. See you later.
Oh, well. Now just this. Careful! Oh, what did you get yourself into, lad? Go and see the surgeon before you bleed to death.
How about...
Careful! Thank you, and take care. Ah, never mind then. Farewell. Who are you off to see smelling like that?
Come for a whipping, yeah?
May you remain in good health.
What the hell's wrong with me? Oh yeah, food poisoning. Okay.
Show me your...
I hope you'll be...
But never woke up. It's a mystery.
God, that's terrible.
His mother said he'd been complaining he could feel his left arm, and that he was seeing things.
And he was dead in the morning. Poor thing.
What do you have for sale?
Thank you.
Bad?
Take care.
Mm-hmm. I got food poisoning. Hmm. Alright, we're done here.